Hola Español 1, this is our vocabulary video para Unidad 3, Lección 2. Toda la información está en página 183. Primero empezamos con las metas. First we'll start with our goals. Las metas de Unidad 3, Lección 2. We're going to learn how to talk about our families, ask and tell ages, express possession or ownership, give dates, and make comparisons. Empezamos con la familia. So we'll first start with our family members. You will notice that a lot of these words are similar, except the endings change depending on the gender. So for grandmother, grandfather, tengo la abuela, el abuelo. If I'm referring to both of my grandparents, I will say los abuelos. La familia significa family. La hermana o el hermano, these are the words for sister and brother. Los hermanos, if I'm talking about my siblings, regardless of their gender, los hermanos are siblings, so it can be boys, girls, or a mix. La hija, el hijo, these are the words for daughter and son. Los hijos would be children. La madrastra y la madre, these are the words for stepmother and mother. El padrastro y el padre, this is for stepfather and father. Los padres significa parents. Cousins, depending on the gender, I will say el primo if I'm referring to a male cousin, o la prima si es una chica. Los primos is the plural form for cousins. Aunt and uncle, la palabra para aunt es la tía, and uncle is el tío. Altogether, if I'm talking about my aunts and uncles, voy a decir los tíos. We're moving on now to talk about age, asking, telling, and comparing ages. ¿Cuántos años tienes? This is a question to ask someone how old they are. I'm literally asking how many years do you have? So I will respond saying tengo, however many years old you are. So tengo 4 años is what this boy would say. Mayor significa older. Menor significa younger. Now moving on to talk about dates. So if we're talking about our age, we often will refer to our birth date. So, ¿cuál es la fecha? This is a general question for what is the date. So I'm literally saying which of all the dates of the year, which is today's date. Es el de. This is the formula for telling the date. So I'm going to say es el, it is. Then I will start with my number. So for example, we all know Cinco de Mayo. We're familiar with that Mexican holiday. El Cinco de Mayo, the 5th of May. So I will say the number of the month. El primero de. So really I'm just going to use my numbers to tell the date. The one that will change is I can't say el uno de. I have to say el primero de. So think of it's the premier date of the month. So it's the first date of the month. El cumpleaños significa birthday. If I'd like to wish someone a happy birthday, voy a decir feliz cumpleaños. La fecha de nacimiento is your birth date. So not just happy birthday or your cumpleaños, but literally the date in which you were born. So think of a birth announcement where I have the date of that child's birth. Of course, pets are a part of our family. El gato or la gata. These will depend on the gender of the animal. Same thing, el perro o la perra. And some additional words and phrases. Ya significa already. Vivir es el verbo to live. Los meses. A lot of our months of the year are cognates. If you look here below, one that's a little bit different is January, is enero. The rest of them we can recognize. Febrero, marzo, abril, mayo, junio, julio, agosto, septiembre, octubre, noviembre, y diciembre. Los números. We've already learned our basic numbers. We've learned 0 through 100. So we know 100 is 100. So think of the word century, 100, 100 years. This is our building block word to form our bigger numbers. So 200 is 200. 300, 300. 400, 400. 500, I have a little bit of a spelling change. Remember, cinco is 5, like Cinco de Mayo. I'm going to change that C sound to a QU, so it's going to be 500. 600, we get back to our pattern. 600, 700, 700, 800 would be 800, and 900 is 900. Careful with 1,000 versus 1,000,000. For 1,000, the word is mil, so a lot of people think of mil as a million. Mil is for 1,000. If I'm talking about a million, it'd be un millón, so closer to our English cognate. Muchas gracias. Please do your Google form after watching this video. Adios.